It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
All right, guys, welcome to the video. I know you see that title, you see the thumbnail, and you see the intro clip of this video for what was supposed to be the first drive video that turned out really, really bad. I just want to let you guys know the car is 100% fixed, and because I am so lucky, today only, Sunday, June 13th, 2021, we're doing 7 times entries today only, 7 Tech and toolkits, 7 $100 bills, and 7 slivers of the paint match card. Let's get on with today's video. What's going on? No. Today's video, we are going to be driving the Supra. So I'm gonna spoil it. I already actually have driven this thing a little bit, and it runs, it drives great, but we have some issues, and we basically, this is the first time we ever spent that much time. So what happened yesterday?
So the power steering kind of threw us for a loop, and it's still kind of doing the same thing. Put 3 different pumps in this thing yesterday to try and weed out the pump being the problem. So basically what it's doing is nothing. So the pump's working as it should. The power steering fluid seems to be circulating through the system to some extent, but you're not getting that power steering that you should, especially at idle. If everything's working correctly, you should have the most power steering at lower speeds or no speeds, idle, whatever like that. You should have the most power steering at that point, which is the way the system's designed to work. In this case, we still have no power steering. We've loosened the lines, we've bled the system, we've replaced the pump, we even replaced the actuator on the rack, so we're thinking the rack's bad. I don't know
if we need to get like a remanufactured rack, steering rack for this. So it was doing something yesterday, and it was just like pulsing. Like we'd start it up, and then the wheel would just literally like slap back and forth. So yeah.
It's like the rack's trying to fight itself, or I don't know. I've never been thrown for more of a loop with power steering before in my life. So
honestly, me neither. Like it's a 2J in a Supra. It should just work. Yeah. Like literally, that's just what it should do. Is it should work. So, a couple things we did. We had coolant in the system, but there's a little plug on the bottom of the radiator that we had an issue with. So we actually ended up putting a thermostatic switch in that plug. So now we need to wire up the radiator, so it actually kicks on and off with that little coolant temp switch. Wire up the relay for the fuel pump, and then we have to install these little catch can breathers because we have a catch can tucked over there in the corner, which I think looks pretty good. So we're gonna be running the lines over there. Then we'll actually take it for a drive. I got the tachometer and the gauge cluster and everything working yesterday. We just need to button up a bunch of stuff. We spent all day yesterday on that stupid power steering thing. Like, it's ridiculous, nuts. Yeah. Like we went back and forth 20 times. Like it's still not working. So. I don't know if we're broken or if it's broken, but we're gonna figure something out. Just got in the valve cover fittings.
Those are nice.
Those things are really nice. Yeah. I really like these. So it's a banjo bolt, and then we just did some 10N line going straight back, and then 10N little 90s. So yeah, it turns out really good. So these you could actually do a bunch of different ways. Because it's a banjo bolt, you can go like straight up, you can do a 90, or you can just do straight back, and then they look pretty good. So big fan of that. Now we have an official catch can on this thing. So what else do we have to do? Well, we got to figure out the power steering, but I don't think we're gonna be able to fix that today. I would like to go drive it though.
Yeah, me too.
So we need to put coolant back in it, and then we need to wire up the fan switch, and then we're gonna take this thing for a rip.
Yep, let's do it.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you really ready?
You don't seem like you're ready, buddy.
I'm ready.
How ready?
I'm ready!
No leaks?
No leaks, buddy. Brand new.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah.
So let's go for a drive. You want me to show you how it's done?
No, I got it.
What?
I'll show you how it's done, buddy. I've been working on this thing. I gotta drive it.
I guess I technically already have driven it, so might as well let Sean give her technically the first drive of it, like more buttoned up. So let's oh man, what's really going on here?
What's really going on?
What's really going on?
What do you think? You ready to ride in your first real car?
What are you talking about? I built the other Supra.
Ooh!
Me, him, same.
Oh.
What do you think?
I think it's great.
You think it's a
nice rig.
You think it's a nice rig?
Yeah, I wish I could win
That's
it.
kind of your... We need to wash this thing. We got fingerprints and things on it, but Not too bad. Oh, hey, will you give her a rev for us? The wastegate opens. Give her another one. Hit the limiter. You hear that wastegate opening?
Yeah, it does. It does open great.
Not too bad. I think it's only on like 8 pounds right now.
Yeah, it's not fast. It's like not. It's pretty.
It's
quick,
like
but
it's quick, but it's not fast. It needs that extra like 10. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna drive it now.
Okay.
Fuel pump ECU.
Why is it out?
I bypassed it.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
Buddy.
Yep.
Did you open it, not close it?
Yep. Oh, we f***ed that. I f***ed up. That wasn't. I was going to
GoPro on?
Yep. All right, guys. So, you wanna explain what happened?
So Trevi, we were going for a little test drive, and
Well, you guys went inside to go
inside
to go to the bathroom,
yep.
and then so now it was my turn to drive it, and I was like, oh, the coilovers felt really soft. I'm going to stiffen them up really quick. So I popped the hatch, I couldn't get to the one on the right. I was like, oh, I'll adjust them later.
Yep.
Okay. But I had already popped the hood, and it doesn't have the latch on it yet because that was taken off for paint. That wasn't on it yet, so it was ready to rip. And then I hit the second gear, wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. So right here you can see it pretty much. It seems like most of the impact was right here on like that. The roof actually doesn't look like anything really happened to it. It messed up the windshield, so these windshields are expensive and hard to find.
Yep.
And then obviously hoods are expensive and hard to find. But I made a huge mistake, and Dave is gonna be right here because this isn't the first time that this has happened.
How many is this? Do you not learn? Oh, it just needs a windshield. Oh my god.
All right, well, let's get it off.
Yeah.
Chris got things to do, man.
Yeah. Who needs hoods?
We don't need hoods where we're going. Well, I guess at least the engine bay looks good enough.
Yeah.
That it kind of survives on its own. But man, I'm gonna put a clip of this. Has happened to my S14 a couple times.
A couple. You did it to your S14 what, 5 times?
I've been
No.
with you when this has happened.
Dude, you did it at your house. You put a windshield in, and then instantly did it again.
That night. No, that was here at the shop. I think I've done it 3 times in my S14. This is the first thing that's like really mattered a whole lot. So
You've done it.
I messed up. I'm an idiot. All right, guys. So it has been, the hood flew up on Wednesday, and today is Saturday, and the car is fixed. So, man, I don't know where we left off with the video. As soon as I pretty much put down the camera, it was like, all right, it's time to start ordering parts. and started calling around. So that night, Wednesday night, I called and ordered a windshield. Josh from Novus, he's one of my good friends now. He came out and installed it the next day. So Thursday, we had a windshield. Thursday morning, I ordered a hood from the Toyota dealer. $1,100. So $1,100 hood, ordered that Thursday morning. Called Eric at DNS Paint, ordered some paint, and basically on Friday morning, yesterday, I came to the shop and you know, they called me and they said, hey, your hood's here. I stopped by DNS. He said, hey, your paint's done. Grabbed the paint, cleaned the paint gun, got some new clear, and came back to the shop. We scuffed the hood, got it all prepped, rolled it over to the paint booth, and painted the hood. And then this morning, I woke up early and I took the Supra over to the paintless dent repair guy. So since the hood went up, obviously it hit the windshield and it, you know, touched the roof. And I'm gonna say I got super, super lucky. It did not do any damage to the paint, and it just had the slightest little like wave in it. There was like 2 little spots. It was kind of like right here, and there was like another little spot like over there. Took it to the paintless dent repair guy. He had it for a couple hours. He called me and told me to come pick it up. In the meanwhile, I was over here cutting and buffing the hood. So I fully wet sanded the hood and polished it, so it is ready to go. And then for the past couple hours, I've just been, you know, Dave came over here, we installed the hood. That is ready to go. One of the most important pieces of this hood install though, this guy right here. So since the car was just painted when we got it and everything was in a box of parts, I seen that latch, it was in the box of parts. We never got around to installing that safety latch, but I couldn't find it the other day. And so I went ahead and I just ordered a new one. So we ordered the new thing with the hood. So I painted the whole bottom of the hood just like it was. And yeah, everything is good. So the other thing I had to do is, since the paintless dent repair, if you guys aren't familiar with it, they kind of have, you know, they use little rods and stuff and they like tap stuff up, and then there's essentially like little high spots. So there was a couple little like where you could see where they use like the little hammer to kind of tap stuff back down. Essentially it just, I as soon as I got it back, I just had to wet sand a couple of those little spots on the roof and yeah, polished it. So as of right now, the hood is officially done. The car is officially done. I wet sanded a little bit on this bumper because I did paint this bumper. When we got the car, the bumper was not on here, or did not have a bumper. So this is actually the bumper off of the rainy day Supra. So I went ahead, wet sanded just kind of this little spot right here. There's a couple little dirt nibs and stuff right there. So wet sanded, polished that. Wet sanded and polished the hood, and then wet sanded and polished the roof. It has a brand new windshield, a brand new gasket, all that stuff with a new hood latch. We got super, super lucky. It did not touch the fenders, did not get into the fenders at all. So now it's fixed. So I got super, super freaking lucky by it not causing more damage. I thought like as soon as it went up, I didn't even know what to think. I just knew that like I was like, I messed up big time and this is gonna cost a lot of money, a lot of time, whatever. And I got super lucky because it has cost a bit of money, but as far as time wise, we did not have to like repaint the car. We didn't have to do anything like that, because if I were to have had to have done body work on the roof of this car, I would have had to paint the pillars and at least the quarter panels. I would have had to, you know, did body work on the roof and then did that, which we got super lucky. Took it over to the paintless dent repair. So now there is no body filler on anything. Brand new windshield, paintless dent repair, and a brand new OEM hood from the dealer. So that is it. Leading into that, since I got so lucky with this thing, we're doing 7 times entries for today only, which is Sunday the 13th. So 7 times entries, we're giving away 7 Tekton tool kits. Probably my favorite one, the little 1/4-inch kit. I'll just show you guys this one right here. I love this kit around the shop. Super convenient. 4 mil to 14 mil deeps, shallows, and 5/32 to 9/16 deeps and shallows with a little ratchet. Doesn't come with this one, but we are giving 7 of those Tekton toolkits away because we always do a Tekton toolkit weekend and we haven't done that yet. 7 times entries today only because I'm so freaking lucky. And then also we are going to do 7 $100 bills. So however many orders we get today, we'll just, you know, send $100. We'll do a random thing and basically pick who gets a $100 bill in their order. And then also, this will probably go with the $100 bills, so you guys will get pretty lucky. Is actually the spray out card that I used to match the paint to the paint on here. So with this color, since it is a little bit of a pearl, you know, and the more kind of coats you get on it, whether it was light or dark or whatever, I used this spray out card. So when I was in the booth, as I would put a coat of paint on the car, I would put a coat of paint on this, and I would come over here to the car and double check it, make sure that it matched. And so I was always kind of a coat ahead on this thing to know how many coats I needed to actually put on it. So I'm gonna cut this thing up into 7 slivers, and whoever gets the $100 bills, they will get a sliver of essentially the replacement paint for the thing. So yeah, I mean, initially I didn't know what to do with this video, if I should post it, if I should tell you guys, if I should hide it. At the end of the day, I did not want to hide this from you guys, but I did want to get it 100% fixed. I know that a lot of you guys have faith in me, but you know, at the end of the day, like seeing something happen to essentially like your dream car, you know, that you're, you know, entered into a sweepstakes for a chance to win. I just didn't want any of you guys to be like bummed. She is fixed. Let me go ahead and close the hood. So there she is, officially all fixed and ready to go. So I don't know, can you guys tell that anything happened? Because I sure can't. I mean, I know now because, you know, I replaced the hood, but essentially now, she's done. Man, lots of work, lots of stress on my end. And again, I'm super, super lucky and, you know, super, I guess, appreciative of, you know, everybody who let me kind of rush them into helping me last minute. Josh with the windshield, and then the paintless dent repair guy, he came in early this morning just to kind of get in and get that knocked out before he got started on some of the other stuff that he had to do. So yeah, essentially here she is. I know it wasn't the first drive video that you guys 100% expected, but we are doing a little car meet locally here, actually on Sunday night here in Colorado. So if you guys are local in Southern Colorado, we are going to be doing a little garage parking lot meet type of thing. First car meet I've ever like tried hosting myself. So I will put the Facebook link to that in the description. If you guys are in Southern Colorado and you do want to show up tonight, again, that is going to be June 13th, 2021. You know, if you guys are watching this thing in like 10 years, but man, she's back together. I just need to put in like the windshield nozzles, and then we need to get the emblem for the front bumper. But God, this car is just so nice. It's so clean. So stoked. I'm so freaking lucky. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for believing in me, and we'll see you guys later.